Forgot which one was you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel and SketchSquadTV. I'm your host, Prince Magnum, sitting here with none other than Jammin' John, better known as Sketch Scars himself from SketchSquadTV, and we are here today to talk about how to kick your internet bill and make it say goodbye. Stop being ripped off, folks. Stop being ripped off by internet providers, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Jammin' John himself, better known as Sketch Scars, is really going to break that down for us today and kind of give you a breakdown, which will be referring to a video that he's already done. But in the long and short of it, basically, I'm going to ask him some questions that are on all of you guys' minds right now. Here on both of these channels, we are being streamed not just only on the Prince Magnum channel, but we're also being streamed as well on Sketch Squad TV and let's see Twitter,
Twitter, Facebook. You can look below where we're being streamed at. It's Mixer, Periscope, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Prince Magnum YouTube as well.
Yeah, so this is not just one stream. This is several streams just to make sure that all of you get the information that you need to begin developing smartphone technology so you can say goodbye to your internet bill, okay? Now, this is inside information, okay? This is the information that you would expect here, right on, in your face. Again, this is almost next level stuff. We're going to take this to a whole new level. Why? Because that's what we do on the Prince Magnum channel. We take things to the next level. All right.
Next level shit, AWO.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
All right. Before we dive in too deep, let's talk briefly. Let's pay some bills, if you will. All right. The Prince Magnum channel and Sketch Squad TV is sponsored by NVIDIA. Okay, get all your gaming stuff through them. Absolutely fantastic. Don't forget Razer. Razer is one of our is also another one of our sponsors right on the Prince Magnum channel and Sketch Squad TV. And let's not forget Origin PC. This Origin PC, as I was taking a look at some of their stuff, it blew my mind. I looked at Sketch Scars himself. I'm like, dude, man, this like belongs on a NASA space shuttle. He's like, dude, you can take this stuff into space. So you're right. I'm like, what? You mean we have this for home usage? And he's like, yeah. I'm like,
you can take those computers into space, is what they're saying, and they'll come back through the atmosphere with no issues. You can plug it in and start using it again.
Yeah, and that's amazing. I'm blown away. Okay, I'm here to tell you that this is, and the fact that we have this sponsorship for both channels, this just goes beyond, this is exciting stuff for me, okay? On top of that, be sure to check the links below for Extra Life. The money goes back in to help a lot of kids who are facing some very scary diseases, bringing video games to them because there's not a whole lot they can do. And of course, the DIY will be waiting for them the moment that they're able to get out of bed and carry on with a full and productive life. All right. So again, here we're gonna be turning this over to none other than Jammin' John. He is going to really blow your mind. I mean, this guy is a progressive thinker on a level that I have never seen before. Okay, he does things with smartphone technology that completely just blows me away. Folks, if you all know me, Prince Magnum, if I can't take a screwdriver to it, I'm usually at a loss. So, being that, if you will, that this is next level stuff, we're kicking your internet bill out the door, saving you possibly hundreds of dollars a year that you can put back into the household, if you're like me, you live in a small community like St. Francis, the historical St. Francis County, Missouri, there's not a whole lot of money in the area. Let me say right now that this is important, okay? So for small businesses and for people who live on fixed incomes, or for people that just don't have a whole lot of money to begin with, maybe they're single parents, what have you, this is definitely the video for you, okay? So, the first question on everybody's mind, Jam and Jim, the progressive thinker that you are, let's get the tail of the tape, as we say in hot rodding. Where have you worked? What have you done? Basically, what's your credentials?
A lot of history goes behind now. To make it short, I've worked for Dell Corporation, Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, T-Mobile, Metro PCS, and developed database software for them for a remote customer management database, contact management, like glorified contact management. So going into all those companies, it was just a really cool thing to be able to analyze their workflow in the company and get to ascertain that knowledge myself.
Fantastic. So it's safe to say you know your stuff.
I would say that, yeah. I mean, yeah, here and there.
Okay. So
jack of all trades, master of none.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. You're right. And there's many people within the Maverick Nation that a lot of us are just like that. Okay, so Jam and Jen, let's go ahead. As I had mentioned before, can this really save people hundreds of dollars, possibly a year? I mean, to be able to kick the internet bill out the door. I mean, really? I mean, can a person save possibly hundreds of dollars? I mean, is it really that?
I really laugh at the point of that. I mean, yeah, definitely yes. It's not for everyone, but in developing this own system for yourself, you have your own municipal internet. You're able to use the data just like you were to use from a home internet connection. So yes, it's exponentially less. It's $50 a month for my smartphone with no hotspot additives or any add-ons to it. So that's how that works.
Amazing. Amazing. So revolutionary, as you have said many times on your channel, if you will, kicking the internet bill out the door, making it possible for anyone to become a content creator, and that may not be your thing, but just the savings alone, folks, the savings alone should be enough to really, get anyone on board to this.
Right, like with internet connection that you're using from a smartphone data plan, it's what? At least $150 a month for a home internet connection versus what we've been using and showing you, which is only $50 a month. So if you calculate that, that's $100 a month savings out of 12 months. That's $1,200 a month that you're saving. Now, it's like I said, you don't have to be a content creator. You can just use it for municipal internet. What I mean by municipal internet is your own internet. You can take it with you anywhere you want to go. So you're able to do it in your car, you're able to do it, anywhere you want, and utilize your computer system, your laptop or your gaming devices or your PC computer.
So again, this is mind-blowing stuff. So for the normal everyday person, this is quite the savings. Along with that, now, the historical St. Francis County has several small businesses in the area, and one of the biggest struggles for these small businesses is there's a lot of large corporations in this area, that really kind of make it hard for the small business owner. What I'm talking about is things like, maybe they got a mom and pop shop, and maybe it's pottery or nicotine acts and things like that. Would this be a great big savings to kind of give them a leg up to kind of hold their own, maybe a little bit better than they have, as far as using this as an internet connection within their small business?
I would say definitely, and not for streaming per se. I mean, you're not going to have a cupcake shop or the general store, be playing video games and streaming. However, you can utilize this for an internet connection, and of course, in our aspect, we're broadcasting, so it's using a lot of the connection. So with like a store or something like that, they'd be able to use it for the receipt machines or connecting to their other stores. It's just like a regular internet connection. As long as you dedicate one smartphone at least to the business's, internet connection, then you'll be able to really utilize the internet at its full power in full entirety.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So now small businesses now have a chance to save money like never before, which can go back into revenue to help make that store better. That is amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, with that being said, the big question on everybody's mind, I mean, you have went on to Sketch Squad TV and given this away, okay, in a video, which we will be linking in the description boxes below so people can begin developing their smartphone technology. The big question now on everybody's mind, why give this away? I mean, obviously, the old saying is, if you're good at something, don't do it for free. But you're doing this for free. The big question is, I'm sure on everybody's mind, why?
The one thing is that it's really phenomenal to me. As you see me all the time, get really excited about, oh, we have internet, cool, and everybody has internet in the home with no cost except for my smartphone bill. And it being ahead of its time, that's something that interests me as well, technology and integration with computers, and giving that away, because not everybody has this. You don't see this often. You don't see people having this happen. It's not possible unless you know this kind of like third-party type of development.
So in other words, what you're really trying to say to folks is, you really are trying to pass on the savings as much as possible to basically, to people who are struggling. Because I know when I was a teenager in the 90s, we started talking about the greatness of the information superhighway, the world, that fancy World Wide Web, and it was for everybody, but yet it's so expensive for everybody.
Right, and now in today's age, things are getting less expensive with particular things. If you know how to use it and so to say Jimmy rig it, I mean, it's utilizational. The computers can be used with the internet, and you can download it like 50 megs a second and upload it 12, which is like $150 a month connection. It's just with the smartphone.
Okay. So again, this is really next level stuff. This is taking your smartphone technology and really ramping it up where it doesn't cost you anything really per se. And if there is any cost to you, it's at a very affordable price. And it's like almost, and what I got to see in that video, it's like a one-time deal.
Right.
Really. It's like a one-time deal of $8. And that's amazing. Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, you can just get the PDA net off of Google Play Store, install it on the phone, and install it on the computer, which is how I refer to it in the video that you talked about earlier. And as long as you are able to develop the phone, and which I mean like rooting and doing it correctly, and finding somebody that knows that they're able to do that and knows how to do it without messing up your phone and stuff, because there are potential warranty disclaimers that would stop the use of your phone. It wouldn't turn on anymore. So if you did it the wrong way. Okay. So in doing that, we want anyone to come to the Discord of the Sketch Squad, in which we're sponsored by the Discord community and the creators and developers of the software to be able to voice chat to each other, to give anybody individual consultation for IT and how to develop their phone, or just do it for you. You know, I do something for you, you do something for me, you know, which is listening and taking that information and giving it to someone else.
Okay. Which brings us to the most important part that I want to point out. SketchSquadTV and the Prince Magnum channel, and working together, are under what is known as the best effort clause. And without going into a whole lot of long, it would almost be, you know, just kind of could you give the folks at home kind of just a brief, you know, what is the best effort clause for SketchSquadTV and the Prince Magnum channel?
That's interesting you asked that. The best effort clause is something that I devised while doing mobile internet food reviews and showing people how to actually do this. The goal of the channel is basically to assist the viewership on how to become professional content creators. You don't have to be a content creator, but if you want to go ahead and exemplify your talents and hobbies, you're able to do that. Now, on the flip side of it, you can use internet just like anybody would on a hotspot. The best effort clause kind of ties in with that and lets people know that, you know, we do our best effort to proceed to accomplish technical solutions and help people out with that and ensure that you're not left in the dark, and it's a good faith agreement to say, hey, I'm here for you to help you out with this technology and this knowledge without paying me or compensating me. But if you feel the need to, that I firstly ask you to think about the Children's Miracle Network and to do that, give that pledge to over there, because what we're doing is good things. Doing something unselfish while doing something selfish is what I say. And I play video games and do play the drums and stuff, so I want to put that and proliferate that on the internet, so I can only do that by way of video, right? So I have to find some way to utilize the bandwidth I have with a cost-effective resource, such as the smartphone hotspot, that it's not even, you know, I say hotspot, but it's not even really using a hotspot.
Right.
We're using a USB tether at that point. Just it performed in good faith, and you know, development in computer systems, but not limited to development. That is performed all in good faith for any content creator, affiliate, or somebody that wants to use this at home.
That is wonderful, wonderful stuff. And of course, now, because I know if there's anybody watching, the most important question on everybody's mind now: how do we get in touch with you? How do we find you?
The great way to find me, the best way to find us here is on the YouTube channels, going through down to the Show More button, pressing that, and clicking on the Discord. Once you're on the Discord, you can, let's say, set an appointment with me or Prince Magnum on how to develop your phone and bridge that gap of technology, given that could be frustrating and all that stuff. And keeping in mind that I myself am very experienced with customer service and retention in multiple companies, as explained earlier, to tie it back around and help you, the viewer or potential person or individual that wants to create that home internet connection for your whole family. That you just hit us up there in the Discord, and we'll you know, set an appointment. And as long as you're there, we'll be there to help you out.
Wonderful stuff. And very quickly, you know, to go on what we're talking about, a particular content creator here on YouTube that I was once loosely affiliated with, where he lives, he's paying an astronomical price, somewhere close to like $80 a month, for internet service that when he goes to load a 10-minute video, it might take him 2 days for that video to load. And
how much is he paying a month? That's the first question I ask a person that's using the internet. How much are you paying a month?
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, it's somewhere right in between $75 to $100 a month, and he's on a fixed
plus
income.
his smartphone. Plus the smartphone.
Plus the smartphone.
How much is his smarphone? And how much is his internet?
And
okay, $150 a month to tie it around.
And even though I don't keep up with this guy anymore, and we're not affiliated like we once were, we're still friends, obviously. Basically, for him to continue to be a solid content creator, this would definitely be an option for him because where he lives, his cell phone service is phenomenal, and he would obviously be able to kick that bill right out the door.
Exactly. And given that there is early termination fee understood, and that he understands with my third-party knowledge of the companies, I'm able to give that information and help interrogate and kind of probe what he's paying and help represent him while calling up his own service provider and assisting him with declining any further service. So that will help him eradicate that bill, kick it out the door out of his budget, because it ain't paying rent.
No, it's not. Definitely not. And that also being said, as a matter of fact, I actually tagged this content creator so he could see this video. Because even though him and I are not affiliated for reasons that we're not going to discuss here on either channel, because we have a differences of opinion, I guess you could say.
That kind of goes into tie with everything anyway. People see that might have been an intervention in our lives before, and they see the good example that we're leading by. And we want to make sure to lead by that good example, and that's the best ever clause,
right?
Which you can find at awoindustries.webstore.com. On the policies page, it explains in entirety that anyone that is protected, anyone that is affiliated with us in any way, friendship or not, or brother, mother, cousin, sister, that they're able to use this, and they're able to kind of understand a little bit more about what the real origin of our derivative and our prerogative to push this to people, revolutionizing smartphone development.
Again, Jam and John, thank you so much for really breaking that down. Real quick, let me also say that I have also put, I guess you could say, put the links, make sure that when I made this post on Facebook that we were going to be doing this stream, I also was very quick to mention my sister-in-law who runs a tax service. And I know this would probably be a great setup. And my brother and sister-in-law's phone kicked their internet bill, save them a little bit of money, so they can put that and put that back into their
pockets.
Exactly.
And I'd love to be able to help immediate family members with this. Not as a matter of fact, if you're adjacent to us and you're not related to us or blood, you know what I'm saying? That's great too, and because you can spread that with your family.
And I even have a very close friend who lives very close by, single mom. This would be a great way for her to save money as well. Which I'll be talking to her about this particular setup, any which way I can help, obviously. Also, for those who do not know, there's been a lot of development on both channels by none other than Jam and John, better known again as SketchSquad, and of course myself. Jam and John has been looking for an editor for his content. He now has his editor in hand. Okay, folks, he's got and we all know that I can edit a video. As a matter of fact, the custom overlays is Jam and John's work, and the fact that if you've seen a lot of streaming being done on my channel, it's been a prelude to what we're talking about tonight. Okay, this again, if you live in St. Francis County, Washington County, Franklin County, Iron County,
any state,
Madison County. I know these areas suffer from a lack of money.
As a matter of fact, not to interrupt you, I've helped people over in the United Kingdom. Not to say that their cell phone service is the greatest per se, because there's not this service and the cell phone companies that live here in America over there. There's not that. And I've studied that before, but I've helped all I could to help proliferate their results with their already existing service.
Okay. And the next, real quick, and this is kind of almost an impromptu question, but we did talk about this earlier. We are on the horizon right now. Many countries right now developing 5G 5G tech. Will this setup carry over to the 5G LTE?
Absolutely. As long as the operating system, in which I say iOS, Android, and any type of wireless technology may be able to connect to it, then yes, it will work. If there's some sort of issue with that, then most likely not. But I would say 99% sure that 5G be able to be intercepted by the already existing radios in our smartphone devices and computer systems.
Again, folks, let me say right now, to the members of the Maverick Nation and to the Sketch Squad viewers, that again, this is something that if you've seen some of the recent streams on SketchSquadTV and the Prince Magnum channel, it's been a prelude to what you are seeing tonight. Everything that we're talking about, this is just been kind of working up to this.
I got preface.
And to kind of get everyone used to the fact that this is a new partnership between the two channels to help you not only kick your internet bill out the door, but also for many gamers out there, a lot of them have interest in hot rodding, like many of us in the Maverick Nation already do. And this is an attempt to kind of bridge that gap to give them the hot rod tech at their fingertips. So when they're ready, when the weather might clear or anything like that, they want to set down the game controller and get out there and work on that project and build their own custom car at an affordable, low price. That is exactly what both channels are trying to present.
Right. And a lot of the automobile development that you talk about is very relative to the way a computer system works too. And so these things are really fantastic and phenomenal to myself, because realizing the connections between two worlds, how a computer system works and how a car works, that they're almost like kind of the same, and how the companies kind of do the same thing. It's just a really fun thing to kind of pick that apart.
Exactly. And we won't give too much away at this very moment. What I will say is that there are plans between Sketch Squad TV and the Prince Magnum channel to help not only with smartphone technology, to help you have, again, let me say that I want to emphasize this to all the cameras that are on us right now, that not only are we trying to help you kick the internet bill out the door, but we're trying to give you that cool car that you're proud to drive to work every day, proud to come home in at a low cost, and on top of that, to give you better gas mileage with these vehicles. And eventually, we will be looking at possibly moving away from fossil fuel technology. But later, we'll talk more and more about that. Okay? But for right now, we will just prelude to the madness. All right? Again, Jam and John, you are a progressive thinker. And if you will,
Thank you.
making us, again, think outside of the box, which we do regularly on the Chris Magnum channel. Obviously, again, more and more people, as they view these two videos, in tandem with the video that you have already put up, that it's unfortunate, that we live in a day and age where new technology comes out regularly and this sort of thing, and within 6 months. But now with this new technology that you're now showing us that exists within our own phones, what's so amazing about this is that I guess it's quite possible that the direction you have taken us could easily rank right up there with many of the great inventors that we've had come before us and even live today.
And that's something that we always live by here at the Sketch Squad TV and Prince Magnum channel as of now, bridging the gap there of technology and helping other people understand, even mom, grandma, so we can make it simple for them to understand so they can actually utilize this money savings and put the money back into their pockets, bridging the gap of technology, putting that money back in your pocket, and helping the consumer economy reevaluate their understanding of how technology works with internet and stuff like that. It's a really simple stuff. If you just follow the formula and protocol and instructions, and let us be the professionals, we have no problem giving you that consultation in the Discord at discord.me/SketchSquadTV, where we have a Prince Magnum voice chat and a smartphone DevOps channel as well. And that's what's going to help us understand how it works and what we're doing to bridge that gap of technology to help others.
Again, thank you, Jam and John, for really breaking down the technology. Again, be sure to check out his video where he really dives into the beginnings of making this possible for you in your own home or your own small business, helping you save money like never before. By the way, Jam and John, I know your mom is probably going to be watching this. Mom, you need to be proud of your boy.
Hi, Mom.
Okay? You need to be proud of this man. I'm telling you, he is a progressive thinker. He's way ahead of his time. And for myself, Prince Magnum, to have the opportunity to work with Jam and John on the Prince Magnum channel and SketchSquadTV.
Back at you.
This is truly an honor. Again, thank you so much for becoming an honorary member of the Maverick Nation.
I'm excited to be part of the Maverick Nation. That's awesome. I want to work on cars. Let's put some HHL kits in there. Let's show people that too with the technology, right?
We will get to that, but first things first. For all of you out there, okay, let me say again, this man is way ahead of his time. And again, for Prince Magnum to be able to work with Sketch Squad TV in editing and helping you, if you yourself want to become a content creator or work on your own car, help you improve gas mileage, to build that ultimate cruiser, or to maybe save your marriage. It's about to go down the tubes, because let me say this right now. There's always the old saying, isn't love grand, but divorce is about 10 grand. Okay? So,
killer.
It's honest to goodness true.
Fortunately, it didn't cost that much for me, but yeah, in most cases, when there's finances involved.
So, if you love your sweetheart enough, I promise you, the best thing you can do is watch Surviving Romance. Ironically enough, this is and maybe we'll talk more about this. The inside joke on the Prince Magnum channel is more women watch Surviving Romance than men, and it's designed for the men to get
right. But we're both people, so men and women are both people, even though that Mars and Venus thing. But they both can individually understand that concept, to put forth that effort. Like the Love Game on a particular movie that I remember, I think it was called Fireproof.
Right.
Seen that movie?
I don't think I've seen that one, but we're going to have to check it out.
We're going to have to check it out. It's actually pretty cool.
So again, thanks to Jerry John for coming on both the Prince Magnum channel and coming on to his own channel Again, we're streaming live from the Prince Magnum channel HQ, and really
with a computer and a phone.
with a computer and a phone. There is no actual internet connection right here at HQ. Okay, we have a mobile hotspot device, and now with this technology, we no longer need that mobile hotspot device. As a matter of fact, right over here is many of the game consoles that you all have recently seen being played on both channels. As a matter of fact,
the Atari right here. We got the Nintendo. We got the Nintendo Switch. With the computer.
So again, what you see is what you get. So in essence, if you will, we are seriously, again, all it is a cellular device connected to a computer using your own 4G LTE data plan. And I'm here to tell you that this is working phenomenally.
Not only that, if you per se come from Straight Talk over into my service plan, which is Metro PCS,
right?
You port your number over by talking to the reps on the phone,
right?
And getting rid of your old account, coming over, and then it lowers our bill, and we still have unlimited down to $37.50 a piece.
Exactly.
So it's 2 lines for $75, which is what I had previously, but it changes throughout the demographic.
See, again.
And that would be researchable.
Right.
Well.
See what this guy's doing for the Prince Magnum channel? I mean, he has really taken us to the next level, my friends. The next level. Okay? Again, without question, Jam & John has been one of the most influential members that has come into the Maverick Nation as of recent. We have many people that work within the Maverick Nation helping us do what we do. But since Jam & John has come on board, the Prince Magnum channel has been growing at an exponential rate. At this rate, Prince Magnum, Project Spirit, Project Lena, could easily, Princess Faye, those names could easily become household names. And it's all due to this man right here. And all in historical St. Francis County, a small little neck of, the Midwest. How cool is that I have someone like this as a partner? Thank you so much. All right. That brings us to the usual spot, Jam & John. We got to pay some bills, so I'm going to turn it over to you to do what you do best.
Thank you so much for joining and listening tonight. We are the Sketch Squad and Maverick Nation, the educational, informational live stream, gaming, and DIYing for kids with disease in the local hospitals all around the United States and hopefully the world. We want to help the consumer economy reevaluate the way they're using technology, kick your home internet bill out of the house, and use your smartphone data plan with no extra hotspot required, and to assist the potential professional content creator affiliated and sponsored with NVIDIA, Razer, and Origin PC to help them earn their own commissions and for their channels to rise as well.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
All right, and then real quick, the Prince Magnum channel has its own merchandise. That's right, folks. You can get your own T-shirt. You can get your own hoodies, mouse pads, coffee mugs with the logos that you have seen right here.
That's below. Area. That's below.
Yes.
Swag store.
Yep, that's correct.
Click the swag store and go look at the art that we've put up there for Prince Magnum's channel and my own.
And along with that, Princess Faye and Sketch Stars himself are going to be sitting down and coming up with, ironically enough, your possible chance to be wearing a T-shirt with none other than Project Spirit coming right.
That's epic.
A time portal. They're going to get together. They're going to work on this. It is going to be epic. Let me tell you, folks. All right. Also, my personal favorite part before we do this video. Be sure to follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Since there is no such thing as Twitter face, we don't have to worry about that, right? Oh.
You're over there.
Wow. Yeah, I'm right there. Anyhow, be sure to follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Since there's no such thing as Twitter face,
You don't have to worry about it.
That. Along with that, be sure to check out the Patreon account for the Prince Magnum channel. All proceeds go back into Project Spirit and Project Luna as we continue to show you guys do-it-yourself budget hot rodding. Basically, these things are going to happen. It's just with your help, it happens quicker.
Please do consider the Children's Miracle Network pledge drive. Firstly, as we both are constituents of and agree to, but we really want to show you guys how to do this DIY budget hot rodding so that we can get on the road ourselves.
Yeah,
with you.
Project Spirit will be going into the shop soon. We'll talk more about that later. Okay. Also, my personal favorite part, because this really hits home for a lot of people. A lot of people out there need to be reminded these three things. Okay, and especially the last one, which for SketchSquadTV, we will break that down at a later date. But it is my favorite part of any video I get to do. As always, get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. How many times must I say it, folks? I don't have a creative mind. Make horrible bedfellows. They really do. They really do. You just live in a pipe dream if you don't make the dream come true. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet. Do something special for them today. Okay? Maybe you might take them out for a ride in your classic car.
Hey, it's me.
And, as always, for all of you out there, if no one out there has told you that they love you today, Prince Magnum and Jam and Don love you today. Gosh dang it, I almost messed that up. Let's get this right. If no one out there has told you that they love you today, Jam and Don and Prince Magnum does, God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.
Great.